Okay, this is the third video. It should only be one video, but unfortunately my phone won't do it. You saw the last video I was loading in Moon Alien, which was a 16K or 0 to 4000 hex file. It's done it now. You can see it's loaded and it's done. So what we'll do is we'll do exactly the same as before. We'll do run. But before I press the button, you can see the emulator light is on. So it's loaded the code in, and I still have Galaxian left on the screen from the last time. So if I press run, it is now going to be doing, hopefully, Moon Alien. If I can actually get it to focus more. There you go. It has a bit of a long intro, unfortunately, this one, which takes a bit of time, and it's not quite 100%, but I think it's the board again, but it's working now. You should see it appear soon. It goes through this little routine. Here you go. There are obviously some missing blocks, unfortunately, but I think it's the board, to be honest with you. It's not the code, because it is running. So Moon Alien is basically Nichibutsu's sort of Galaxian version, effectively, which is, the only thing is, you remember it is running with Galaxian graphics ROMs, so you're not going to get the Nichibutsu sort of graphics. It's going to be the sort of the new, it's going to be the sort of the Galaxian graphics still, and the color problem's probably not right either, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But basically, it demonstrates the code is now running. So I'm now running Moon Alien code on the Galaxian. Having just run sort of the normal, well, the Super Galaxian code as well. So we'll just stop that one. There you go, stopped it. We'll go back up here. Now the other thing you can do is you can put obviously anything you like in. If I can focus this. I'm not having a lot of luck with my cameras again at the moment, but anyway. So we'll just do that. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do something a little bit different. I have a few other ones I can put in. However, we'll do something a little bit different. This is a game which I knocked up, and I'll explain this in another video. Again, we'll just change the name to Bricks, change the address to 0, and we'll type run. Now this is a little short program. I don't want to do one. Stop that. Start again. Hold on. I am not thinking very clear. Right, we'll just load. We need to load that in. Loading bricks.bin. And it should be quick, this one, because it's not much to it. It's done. Now what we'll do is we'll run it. You see the emulator is still there, no program code, and we've got what's left of Moon Alien. I'll get the focus right for this and you'll see what Bricks does. It's a sort of like an Arkanoid type of game. Now I actually wrote this in Z80 assembly language, and I actually wrote it on, well, I wrote it in a text file, and the tester compiled it and loaded it in as a bin file, and I've stored it as a bin file now, and it's running on the Galaxian board. Now this is another thing you can do, and I'm going to explain this in another video. You can actually use the tester as a software development environment for Z80 assembly code, and you can actually check out your code on a live board, which is the Galaxian board. And again, we can stop that. There you go, it's stopped. Obviously the graphics are not brilliant because it's using the Galaxian graphic ROMs, but you could program up your own graphics ROMs and make that into something rather special. I do have another little game that I could try. These are just little demos, they're nothing fancy. Hang on a minute, get the graphics right again. I mean, focus. I'm talking about rubbish here. Let's go and change that to Blitz, which is another game. Some people might recognise it as a Commodore 64 game. This was another one that I had to go at writing, but they're purely getting used as ways to demonstrate what this emulator can do. So load that one in, blitz.bin, and then we'll run that. And again, we'll go back to the screen so you can see it. And again, you can see the idea is you have a plane that flies across and you can drop bombs and blow up the buildings. These are supposed to be buildings, so you have to use a bit of imagination on that. But obviously, if you set all the graphics up right, then you would get it. This is actually using the sort of the scrolling method of the Galaxian board, because you can actually scroll things smoothly. So it's just a sort of a. There was a few bugs with it, obviously, but it was just a little demo thing that I knocked up to try and try out. So you can see I'm now actually running programs that I've developed on the Galaxian board using the emulator. Not only using the emulator to run the Galaxian code, etc. You could do it on Pac-Man, you could do it on anything really. Obviously, if you do anything on another board, you'll have to bear in mind the memory map will be different and the RAM will be in different places and whatever else. So, but this is Galaxian. It's obviously working for at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video, and then the next video I'm going to go in and show a few more things it can do. Okay.